Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Jimmy Dore Show. I'm joined in the studio. To my right, hilarious comedian, you know him from the Rubin Report, it's Dave Rubin. Hey Dave, how are you?
Jimmy, it is good to be back on the Jimmy Dore Show. It's been about a year.
It's been about a year. Last time I had you on, we were complaining about Chris Matthews and his anti-war stuff. Guess what? We almost did it again.
Now I just email you hateful things about Chris Matthews.
Yes.
But we're back, and maybe we can make a Chris Matthews joke one way or another.
I'm going to certainly do it. Tweety. All right, over to my left, my favorite host of Turner Classic Movies. Of the two hosts, you are definitely my favorite.
Well, thank you very much.
It's Ben Mankiewicz, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Ben.
Touching. Yeah, that means a lot to me. Thank you very much, Jim.
I'm an ageist. Also in the studio with me across the desk is our host of Comedy and Everything Else and our resident Latina. It's Steph Zamorano. Hey, Steph, how are you?
Hola.
Oh, I love it when you say hola.
And I'm a proud member of my union.
Yes, nice, very nice. Next to her, a hilarious Japanese man from Team Yasumura. It's Robert Yasumura. Hey, Robert.
Hola.
All right.
I'm also a proud member of my union.
Yeah. And how do you know how to say hello in Japanese?
Ohio.
Oh, Ohio? Mm-hmm. All right. Very nice.
That is the extent of my Japanese.
That's actually where we got the name of the state Ohio from.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It was founded by a group of Japanese settlers
called
in the
late
the Kashyyyks? 17th century. That's right. The Bonners, the Bainers.
The Bainers and the Kashyyyks.
Bainer-san came over.
All right, let's do some jokes before we get to the jokes, shall we? You don't know by the way, did you guys watch the Academy Awards? I'm sure you did, Ben,
Sure.
right?
Yes, did watch them.
Oh, we were all watching
We
together.
watched it together, Jimmy. It was just a few days ago.
That's right.
You were high, but you were here.
Yeah.
I was a little high.
The weed, man, the weed.
And I also love that everyone can get totally hammered at the Young Turks, but smoking pot is still frowned on. That's right. Still, it's like, yeah, we say we're for it on this show, but not really in practice. Okay. So I have to go outside.
You leave every 5 minutes.
I have to go
People
outside.
think you have a peeing problem.
I do.
You might have one also.
P stands for pot.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you saw, but so 12 years a slave. By the way, the birthers were right. The birthers were right. 12 Years a Slave director Steve McQueen, not born in America.
That's right. Take that Oscar away. Not allowed to win an Oscar.
Yeah. Do you like how they had to make a point of saying he's not African American? They had to keep reminding everybody.
Yes,
we don't know what we're saying about those people.
They're upset about a black guy making a movie about slaves in America for some reason. I don't know why. They were upset. But by the way, some Americans say that we're apathetic in America. But yet we all came together in collective outrage over John Travolta's mispronouncing a name.
One people, one cause.
That's not nothing.
Yeah.
And by the way, breaking news. I just got some breaking news in my ear. Ted Nugent, we all familiar? He just shit himself to avoid serving in a hashtag war. That's Ted Nugent. Breaking news, Ben. That's Ted Nugent. And by the way, Scientology is a weird religious cult. I had somebody come up to me today in the Ralphs right after they go, Scientology is a weird religious cult. And that person also had some ashes smeared on their forehead. I don't know what the hell that was about. See? I'm making fun of them.
Yeah. You shop at the same Ralphs as Tom Cruise?
As Tom Cruise? Yes, I do.
Pretty good.
What? Why do you say? Oh, I got it.
He's a son.
I got you. No, I don't put together stuff very well, but
didn't quite make sense anyway. But.
CPAC is happening. If you don't know what CPAC is, you're missing the best. Right?
The Comic-Con of hate.
It's the It is the comic. It's like Comic-Con, Robert, but different arguments. Like the arguments you hear at CPAC are, who'd be better at avoiding military service, Dr. Doom or Lex Luthor? That's the kind of stuff. Goes with the Ted Nugent joke I just did, and by the way, Sarah Palin. Everybody's making a big deal out of her getting the Ukraine thing,
Lifetime
right?
Achievement Award at CPAC.
Yes.
Did it.
Yeah, she's a regular Nostradamus, that one. And, taking advice from Sarah Palin on foreign policy is like taking advice on John Travolta on public speaking. 2 Travolta jokes in the monologue.
Travolta was on Letterman some years ago, not that long ago, and he talked about how he loves coming to New York, and he'd gone to Yankee Stadium, and he got great seats. Like owner's box seats, the Steinbrenner seats or something, and he was so close, he was like, I could have a regular conversation, he said, with Derek Jeter. It's a true story. And because he's such a big star, like Letterman was like you can't, nobody can say anything. Like the whole crowd, everyone knows he just made this horrible mistake, and everyone's like, Yeah.
But his other favorite Yankee, Alex Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, he loves that guy, yeah.
It's a shame that guy's not coming back.
Yeah, he was also my favorite golfer. Was Chai Rodriguez.
Chai Rodriguez.
Anyways,
Nice to
what's
meet you.
coming up on today's shows? The right wing has a weird hatred for 12 Years a Slave. We're going to take a look at it. Also, John Kerry says something incredibly ironic about Ukraine and America. Plus, Rudy Giuliani, still a piece of shit. He weighs in. Lindsey Graham, he knows the real cause of Ukraine and has something to do with Benghazi. Plus, CPAC happened. We're going to take some of our moments from today's CPAC speeches. Chris Christie, Paul Ryan, and Ted Cruz. And the world's biggest douchebag, Donald Trump, also has something to say. Plus, we got phone calls today from Chris Christie calls in. We have Ted Cruz calling in. We have, Representative Peter King. He's going to call in. Barack Obama calls in. Plus a lot more. Oh, Luke Russert, the world's most successful intern, gives us a call. That's later on today on the Jimmy Dore Show.